and I had no idea it was because of the sugar. And I laid down in bed. I told my son I was gonna take a nap, and I slept for about an hour. My mom, she has the machine where you check your blood sugar, and I did it, and it was so high. I have no idea why, but my sugar was ridiculous. That I honestly thought I had developed diabetes. And the good thing is that I went to the doctor and everything turned out fine. So it was like uh, a one time thing, I guess. I don't know. But that's something that I do not wish upon anyone, especially if you have a little one with you. So please be careful with your sugar intakes. Things to avoid, like I said, the bananas because they're high in sugar. Avoid, number one, watermelon. Yes, it has a lot of water, but it has just as much sugar. Avoid, actually, any type of melon, but mostly watermelon. Pineapples, very sweet also. If you have to have your pineapples, I recommend you getting it from a can and get the one in water. Don't get it in syrup. Eat minimum amount of grapes. If you have to have an apple, one a day. You can eat strawberries. Strawberries aren't that bad. Just try not to eat that much. So it's all about portion control. Like definitely avoid the melons and the bananas. You know, if you feel yourself with your sugar going up, avoid the melons and bananas. And everything else, keep it in portions, small portions. If you're a fruit lover, then spread it out throughout the day. Don't make a fruit bowl. Have one type of fruit 1 hour. Next snack, have another fruit. Next snack, have another fruit. So just, spread it throughout the day. Don't have them all at once. Another thing to keep in mind, don't eat too much fish. Because of the mercury levels within the fish and something else, I forget why, but also, try and minimize the amount of fish you intake, or actually minimize the amount of seafood you intake. Tuna fish is safe as long as you're eating chunk light tuna. They were very specific. My nutritionist is very specific. Chunk light tuna in water, and even that, try not to eat that much of. What I like to do is, instead of making a sandwich, I would make a tuna macaroni salad, which is very simple. Boil pasta with salt, mix the tuna with mayonnaise, salt and pepper, a little bit of lettuce or spinach, and then when the pasta is done, mix everything all together, squeeze half of fresh lime, and you're good to go. Really good. Be careful with your massages. Yes, you're going to complain a lot because your back hurt, your feet hurt, but I cannot emphasize enough, be careful with your massages and who gives it to you, because we actually have a lot of here and our hands, believe it or not, our wrist area, our lower back, and our ankles and feet. We have a lot of pressure points in those areas that can cause contractions. So you do not want to make yourself go into labor early. So really be careful. If you have to have a massage, go to a professional masseuse that does prenatal massage. So definitely do that. What else can I tell you? Make sure you have your vitamins every day. Something that I don't do as much. I tend to forget, but I do take them most of the time. I do try and be a good girl, remember. Also, actually with the vitamins, now that I brought that up, you're supposed to have omega-3s, right? It helps with brain development and I think the baby's immune system, something like that. But I know it definitely helps with the brain development. And they're disgusting, plain and simple. Omega-3 pills are disgusting. And you get fishy burps, and by fishy burps is that you burp and they taste and smell very fishy. Disgusting, disgusting. I hate it. So I went through a very hard time trying to figure out what pills were best for me. And I went through a good amount of research, and I found out that it's kind of hard to actually find your multivitamins, your prenatal multivitamins, together with the omega-3 already in the same pill of the multivitamin. Usually when you buy your prenatal pills, it's two bottles. One that's your multivitamins, and then the other one that's just your omega-3 pills. I found, what's it called? The one I'm taking is called Vita Fusion, VITA Fusion, and they're gummies. The vitamins are actually gummies, and you're supposed to eat 2 gummies a day. And they're multivitamins, and then the omega-3 is within the gummies also. So it's just those two that I have to eat, and they're actually pretty good. They don't have a fishy flavor or anything. They have a decent flavoring. It's natural also. They don't flavor it with artificial flavoring. They flavor it with coloring that they get from natural vegetables. So like the orange one, it gets from carrots and stuff like that. Those are the best ones. They don't give you fishy burps. They don't make your breath stink. They have good flavoring. The only thing is that they lack calcium. And what's the other one? I can't remember the other one, but I know it lacks calcium, so you're gonna also want to take a lot of calcium during the pregnancy, because obviously the baby's getting it from you. Buy a separate bottle of calcium. I think there's one that's called Caltrate. Oh my God, or Siltrate, something like that. It's a white bottle with red lettering. I know I suck. Oh my God, my memory sucks with this pregnancy. Anyways, but you just buy a separate calcium pill to take. Yeah, everything else, just take it easy, enjoy your pregnancy. Another tip for nausea is to eat smaller portions, but more frequent portions throughout the day. So instead of eating one big meal, eat a smaller meal and eat every 2 hours, practically. Every 2 to 3 hours, eat a small meal. And that will help you a lot with the nausea and the vomiting. Having a full stomach tends to provoke also the nausea, so you don't want to have overly full tummy. So those are my tips to pregnancy, and these are tips that I learned on the way, along the way. So it's rough. It's rough, but I love it. I love feeling her inside. I love listening to the heartbeat every time you go, to your doctor's appointment, or watching her on the sonogram, and she is so active, so active, so active. And I love how I can rub my belly, and she'll respond. She'll kick wherever my hand is, or if I have a cup and I'm sitting it on my stomach, she'll kick my stomach. She'll kick where the cup, exactly where the cup is. Um, and just a simple idea that at the end of it all, there will be a life in my arms. That makes it all worth it. So, that's my little update on what's new in my life. Everything else has remained the same. My son is still going to school. He's enjoying it. He loves kindergarten here. As I had mentioned, I moved to Florida, so the school system and everything is very different here, and it was very new for him. Um, my husband's working, so I'm always home alone, or at least for half the day until my son gets out of school. And hope you enjoyed watching my video. I hope it helped for all you pregnant mothers out there, or soon to be mothers, if you're planning on it. So at least now you know what to sort of expect. One of the things I forgot to tell you, get yourself a body pillow when you're sleeping. Oh my God, that helps so much. I bought my body pillow for myself, and what I do is that I fold it in half, so the pillow looks like this. So I sleep here, with my head here, and then I'll face that way towards the pillow, and then my belly would rest on top of the pillow, and then I just wrap my legs around it like that. So my legs are like this, my belly's on top, and my head is here. And oh my God, that relieves so much of the pressure from your back. So you actually do get somewhat of a good night's sleep because you're still getting up to pee anyways. So, but it does help. It helps a lot. So, yeah, forgot to mention that. So thank you for watching. Any comments or questions about pregnancy, be more than happy to answer for you. Just leave them in the comments below or send me an inbox if you're a little embarrassed about the question. I will answer anything and everything. I am not embarrassed whatsoever. So any questions about breastfeeding or that mucus plug that you lose or any other of that stuff, I'll be more than happy to answer. So again, thank you for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe above. I love you all, and stay tuned.